Bruno Guimaraes reacts after Newcastle respond to bid. Newcastle captain is not going on strike to force a move to Arsenal. Bruno Guimaraes has reported for pre-season duty in Spain, with Arsenal and Newcastle locked in talks over a summer transfer. Guimaraes, who has been at the centre of a summer-long transfer saga, was due to join up with the Newcastle squad on Sunday, having had an extended break over playing for Brazil at the World Cup 2026. However, the Magpies were happy for him to arrive 24 hours later, and he's done exactly that, but posting an image of him La Manga onto his Instagram stories. By meeting up with his Newcastle teammates for the pre-season training camp, there will be no repeat of Alexander Isak going on strike a year ago to force through a British record switch to Liverpool. However, the Magpies were happy for him to arrive 24 hours later, and he's done exactly that, but posting an image of him La Manga onto his Instagram stories. By meeting up with his Newcastle teammates for the pre-season training camp, there will be no repeat of Alexander Isak going on strike a year ago to force through a British record switch to Liverpool. The timing of Guimaraes' social media post is rather interesting. It has been widely reported that Arsenal have seen their first offer for the Newcastle captain turned down. Standard Sport previously reported that the Gunners had largely been dealing with intermediaries, who encouraged them earlier in the window that a move for Guimaraes would be possible, though in an attempt to draw a line under the transfer saga once and for all. The two clubs are now in direct communication over a deal for the 28-year-old. It's understood there is still some distance between the parties in the valuation of Guimaraes, but Arsenal are unlikely to be deterred in their attempts to bring the Brazilian midfielder to North London. Speaking after Arsenal's 4-1 win over Girona in pre-season on Saturday evening, Mikel Arteta, without mentioning any names, was expecting to see some movement in the transfer market imminently. He said, "Well, we are really active, trying to improve and evolve the team, that's clear. We expect to have movements in the next few weeks, obviously, because we want to get better like anybody else. And you can just see it, the transfer market and our opponents, what we are doing. We won't sit still." The Gunners want to make the Brazilian their first major signing of the summer transfer window, but saw an opening bid rejected by Newcastle on Monday.